Welcome. What's going on, everybody? Hex Grassroots with your co-host Hex Misha and your other co-host Hex Meister. Good evening, good morning around the world. How's it going, Hex Misha?
Yeah, thank you, Meister. I'm doing good. I hope everyone out there as well. We got a great guest tonight. He hit 2 milestones today, and I think it's absolutely exclusive content here on Hex Grassroots. So I'm looking forward to talk to this guy. Almost every Hexican knows him, checks him out a lot. And yeah, Meister, would you have thought we get a guest like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited. The bot is for real. The one and only famous whale Hex bot. We all use it. We all love it.
That's right.
So let's hear his story and let's also hear what he's up to. So yeah, without further ado,
Wait, Meister, let me please first show the 2 milestones. Here, we all know his Twitter. It's at WhaleHex, Hex Whalebot. And the first milestone I was talking about is 1 billion hex got staked for the maximum, Quattro Cinco, 15 years. That was roughly 200 million US dollar, and it yielded 150K T-shares. I mean, think about that. 150K T-shirts times 6, that's roughly 900K hex a day, and that's roughly 330 million hex a year. Just mind-blowing, absolute whale move. And the second milestone, Hex Whalebot, or his Twitter handle at WhaleHex, hit 20K follower. He surpassed it already. And he also gave us a shout out, which I think was really nice. I was celebrated today with Hex Grassroots, and here we are. We get him on in a second. And above 20K followers, this makes him the third largest Hex account, I think, on Twitter after Richard Hart and Hexologist. So just awesome, outstanding, and I think we should get him on.
Yeah, please give a warm welcome to the one and only Whale Hex bot. Hello,
Welcome.
Pika. Welcome, bonsoir, hello.
Who are you?
We're doing very well. Thank you for taking the time today. It's an honor to have our first bot here.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, it's a joke.
Oh, man.
Oh man, this was so real.
So you're actually a person, not a computer, yeah?
People know me as a Pika.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much, Pika. So the bot kidnapped you, yeah? The whale bot kidnapped you and forced you to talk.
No, I am the master. I do what I want.
Okay, we believe you.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much for being with us, Pika. We are very excited to talk about, of course, the whale Hex bot and your journey with Hex. But before we start, congratulations to the 20,000 followers on Twitter. This is a great milestone.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Big step.
More to come, yeah. Just a step in the way to 100K, I guess. Nothing too big.
Absolutely, the bot reinforces himself.
Yes.
Cool. As Misha mentioned, Pika, today we had a crazy event. Maybe Misha, can you show again the big stake today that was initiated?
Of course. Just scrolling down, here it is. It almost 600 retweets already. That's just crazy. 200 million US dollar, Quattro Cinco.
Yeah, a clean 5555. This may be the biggest and longest stake, Pika. What do you think?
Probably one of the biggest.
Awesome. The bot almost crashed. Yeah, it was too big.
Sorry.
was almost such a big stake that the bot almost crashed.
Not when it's his code, then not maybe. And Pika, maybe one big question: these tweets, they are tweeted automatically, or you have to do something, or it's all by script and done automatically?
Yes, so it's a bot, and it's a social bot since it's sending a message on the Twitter. And on Twitter there is no account for a bot. It's all the same kind of accounts. So
Interesting.
when I want, I can use this account to post something myself.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this is super interesting, and we will talk about it later more. But
Sure.
Pika, I wanted first of all to ask. Obviously, as you programmed the bot, you must be a programmer. Is this correct?
Yes, I studied programming 20 years ago. It's a long time. I studied at university, specifically the image processing.
Image processing, yeah.
Yeah, and neural net. So that was in 2000.
Okay. And when you say image processing, maybe for people who are not familiar with programming, can you give us like a real world example? What would happen on our screen? Like, what is the work you have done?
It was a study. It was like doing filters on the picture.
Yeah.
Like Instagram.
Yes.
That's a kind of image processing.
Ah, I see. Okay, so you manipulate the image basically,
Pixels.
yeah?
Yeah, pixels.
The pixels. Okay, I
Yeah.
see. Cool. And this you did during the study, and then you started to work as a programmer after the university, or?
Yeah, 20 years working, and I working in a lot of different kind of project, but not image processing.
Okay.
I did 3D network, hardware, electronics, mobiles, Android,
Okay.
and bots.
And bots, or for real, yeah. I also did like professionally bots, yeah.
For work, yes, I did Facebook Messenger bot. So maybe I should explain what is a bot.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that would be great.
So simply, a bot is a program that do things automatically, like trading bots.
Yeah.
Trading bots, they do transaction, they buy, sell. And there is a social bot that receive a message and can reply.
For the customer support, yeah.
Yes, for example, yeah. Some bots are very, very advanced. They can answer most of the question you ask, like the weather. You can have a small conversation with them. Maybe you don't know if it's a bot or human.
Yeah. There's a test, right? Isn't there a test that if you can not pass it, then it means the bot is really good, something like that?
I don't know.
And the bot you programmed for Facebook Messenger, Pika, was it? So what I remember from Facebook is when I click on a company profile in Facebook, and then there's a couple of questions already proposed, like what is your opening hour? Is this some sort of bot already, or?
Yes, but buttons is input, but you can send text also. Some bot have a neural net that they can decide what to answer.
Yeah. So, for example, if you type in the word weather, he will understand, and then the bot with the neural net will tell you the weather of the next day because certain words dropped.
Yeah, you will understand what to do.
So is it fair to say?
Sorry, Meister, go ahead.
Sorry, Misha. Pika, I wanted to ask you. Is it fair to say that you, because you've been in programming for 20 years, did you see the bot in general to grow, like from the start to today, basically? Did you see it grow and evolve the industry around the bots, or were there bots before already?
Not really. I was focused on mobile project at that time, and it was all the clients that introduced me to somebody who was looking for a good programmer.
Mm-hmm.
So it was my first time, and I did a bot. And then started to interest into crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Like in late
what year?
2017.
2017.
Okay.
Yeah, you discovered cryptocurrency.
Yes, because I was working near I was working in Paris near the Bitcoin house.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I didn't know anything about Bitcoin at the time in 2015 maybe.
Mm-hmm. So you saw the house, yeah, the logo, but you didn't care. You could say you were not interested. Just a house.
Yeah, I didn't have time. Didn't understand why the price was growing. What was it about?
Mm-hmm. And what was the Bitcoin house?
Bitcoin house, you can buy Bitcoin with cash or.
Mm-hmm. So you walk in, yeah, like a exchange cantor, you could say. You could buy Bitcoin inside the house.
I was working near this house. It was a co-working place.
Okay. And then you mentioned 2017, you got more interested into cryptocurrency?
Yes. So the story is I had my first kid in 17, and I decided to spend more time because I had more time at home, so I could focus on crypto a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So first I bought some Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
Then so it was a bull market.
Yeah.
And first time I hear about a bear market in January. I didn't know about this.
So before you discovered crypto, you were not investing in stocks or commodities. It was your first time
never.
investing, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had no skill in charting or nothing.
Right.
So I started to look for information on YouTube.
Hmm.
And that's when I discovered Richard Hart.
And were you did you become interested in cryptocurrency because of, you could say, investment and money, or because you're a programmer, you started as a for technical reasons? What was the trigger point for you, like investment or technical?
I think it's both.
Hmm.
Spend time on something that can grow in value. It's good. It's
Right.
good for me.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, makes total sense. It's a good combination, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And you mentioned that you discovered then Richard Hart in 2017 or 18.
It was already 18. Yeah.
Okay, the bear market, yeah. And he was, but he was still a Bitcoin maximalist back then, yeah, when you
Yeah.
discovered him.
And I missed his call for the top. He called the 20K top on Bitcoin.
Yeah. You missed it, yeah, or didn't you ignore?
The Christmas top, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see his video. So yeah, the beer market was a hard time. Lost a lot of money.
Were you also experimenting with altcoins back then, beyond Ethereum, or it's you stayed with Ethereum and Bitcoin?
Yeah, everything except Bitcoin.
Okay, so only Bitcoin or no Bitcoin?
No, I say everything except Bitcoin. I never bought
Okay.
Bitcoin.
Oh, then the bull market was quite tough, yeah.
The bear market.
The bear market.
Yeah. It was already tough for Bitcoin, but of course the other coins. That was a pretty cold winter for sure in 1819. Some of them disappeared completely.
But you stick to crypto, Pika. Yeah, you went through the crypto winter and kept following Richard Hart, or how did the crypto story evolve for you?
Yes, I kept focus on crypto during the bear market, learn charting, watching Richard Hart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard he wanted to do a better Bitcoin. That's first time I hear about Hex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like doing a Bitcoin with more marketing.
What did you think at first about all this when you heard about it the first time?
I like the idea to do marketing because Bitcoin didn't have any.
Mm-hmm. So, Pika, were you when you discovered Hex, you saw Richard Hart talking about the Hex idea, the project back then. Did you got involved immediately? You sticked to Hex, or did you wait till it launched? How was the first days for you?
I think I waited as I was in the Telegram group Hex Crypto, but didn't spend time on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think in 2019 I joined a French team on crypto, they did a Monero fork,
Mm-hmm.
and I was involved as a tester
Mm-hmm.
for them. I found a lot of bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I found the big bugs, you can steal the seed phrase from the validators.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So
So when
I
you
got
and
I
you
got a big bounty for that.
okay, but you say Monero fork. Can you explain a little bit? Is it like a bit blockchain language, something like Solidity, or you? How can we imagine you being a tester?
So Monero is C++, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And so this project was about moving from proof of work to proof of stake.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out the main programmer was very bad. There was a lot of bugs. It was very easy to DDoS, to spam the validators.
Mm-hmm. Because I understand in order to find these bugs, you must be experienced in with the consensus algorithms and so on. So did you have experience before?
No, consensus. I didn't know about this. I tested the HTTP server.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where there was a lot of bugs.
Ah, okay, I see.
And Pika, you mentioned they were trying to do the Monero fork to go from proof of work to proof of stake.
Yeah.
We currently have something similar going on. Are you involved somehow in PulseChain there too?
Involved in testing.
Yeah.
Like, remember in September there was a few bugs before the testnet.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't. But PulseChain nodes are written in Go language. I don't know about this language.
Okay. Maybe coming
But,
back to the Monero fork, Pika. So you participated in some bug bounty program, yeah? You were external tester, or were you part of the core team?
No, I was a community member and tester.
I see.
But I think it was a bad project, so I left. I left this, and then I participated in the Avalanche test also.
Avalanche, yeah.
Avax. Yeah, Avax.
Cool.
Tested the validators also. And got a bounty.
Oh, awesome. Avalanche do good, yeah? They perform. I hear the name every now and then, so it's a good project, you could say.
Yeah, performing well.
So did they launch back then in 2019 when you tested? Was it like a pre-launch time?
I think it was later. It was the testnet.
Testnet. Oh wow.
Or maybe before testnet. I think before testnet.
All right. Awesome. I hear Avalanche every now and then, so I see they do pretty well. And Pika, you mentioned before discovered crypto, before 2017, you were not involved into crypto, but it seemed that you got pretty enthusiastic. You worked on the Monero, you tested the Monero fork, you helped with Avalanche, you liked Richard Hart. Was this the time where you became more like full-time crypto developer, you could say, or was it always like a hobby?
So I was still on the mobile project, but my goal was to switch to crypto programming.
Nice, awesome. Cool. And after you got to know about Hex, I understand you were in the Telegram group and you were listening to Richard Hart. When did you decide to become more active? Maybe thinking here about your bot. When was the time for you to become more active? Yeah. In Hex.
So I think it was 5 days before the launch. I was asking myself how to get some referrals.
Mm-hmm.
There was a adoption amplifier.
Yes, so everybody could get a referral link very easily for Hex, and everybody could send it to a friend or to family, and when they click it, they could get, I think, 10% more, yeah, as a
20%.
bonus. 20%.
Yeah.
A very, very good bonus, yeah. And you were thinking, how can I get more bonus, yeah, via the referral?
Yeah. So I had this idea of a bot. First, it was a Telegram bot. It's still working. It's a Hex.win bot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
basically, it's watching for the events on the blockchain, and you can subscribe to events like stakes and swaps on Uniswap. So
Okay, but the bot, you mentioned 5 days before the AA launched. So the bot was for Hex or was it for other crypto?
no, for Hex.
Was for Hex, okay.
Yeah, 5 days before the Hex launch, I contact Richard for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I ask him the access to the code
Mm-hmm.
because it was still private.
Right.
So I could write my bot before the launch.
Mm-hmm.
So the bot was ready day one.
Ah, okay.
And so the Telegram bot was working, and then I think I could also do the same for the Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Telegram bot, it was it's the Hex Win bot, yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, this one. Yeah. I remember this one. It's a very good. It's only putting messengers with the transaction link, yeah, as a message.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, cool. So this was the
You
first
can
bot.
choose to subscribe to stakes or swaps.
Right. You can choose. You can do the settings in the Telegram.
Yeah.
What you want to see.
Yeah.
And
but on Twitter you can't, because
right.
it's one feed for everyone.
And the work on the Telegram bot, was it already quite useful for the Twitter bot then? Could you reuse a lot of code?
Yeah, it's the same code basically.
Okay.
It's one program.
And I think it was really interesting when you said you contacted Richard Hart for the Hex code. and I assume he gave it to you right away because you finished the bot before the launch.
Yeah.
Are you still in contact?
Sorry?
Are you still in contact with him, with Richard?
Oh, yes, a lot.
Nice.
Because then I did more things for Hexicans. So
Awesome.
I share with him what I do, what updates.
Absolutely. We have to check everything. I just had two questions, Pika. First of all, just out of curiosity, so for example, in Telegram, the Hex.win bot, right? You set the minimum amount of hex that, like the minimum amount of hex for stake or for swap, you set it automatically, or do you adjust automatically? Depend on the dollar value. How is it going with the amount?
On Twitter?
For example, yes, on Twitter.
Yes, on Twitter, there's a trigger in dollar, I think. And it's 250K minimum.
250K, yeah? Quarter million?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Yeah, these are big
But
numbers.
for the swaps, for the staking, it's more complex. It depends on the length of the stake. If someone do a 555 stake, it's less to trigger the tweet.
I see. All right, makes sense. And Pika, Telegram bot was the first, then Twitter bot. When did you activate the Twitter bot? When did you do it?
I think it was day one.
Was both were on day one, yeah?
Yeah, and it was uptime day one because there was a lot of tweet. I didn't know what's the value for the minimum value for a whale. What to put.
I see.
It was a lot of tweets on day one, I think.
I can imagine. And I mean, your Twitter bot, Pika, is the most famous Hex bot, you could say. Hex community project besides like Stake Up and alike. I just was wondering, Pika, can you explain us like layman people? How is this working? So do you have to ask Twitter for permission, or how is this going with the Twitter bot?
Yes, you have to ask for API access. Then I plug my bot on this API, and then he can post for me automatically.
I see. Okay. And to get this API access, do you have to pay for it, or do you have to prove something? How to get access to Twitter API? Or how was it for you?
No, it's free.
It's free. Okay, it's public free. Yeah?
Easy. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And this API allows you to generate the tweet and post it.
Yes. Or you can also do more complex things, reply or receive some message.
The bot is connected to the Twitter API, yeah?
Yep.
And the bot also is scanning Etherscan by himself.
No, I have a node, Ethereum node, just for me. Because too much choice. It's more fast, I think, and I have no limitation.
And how does the filter work, or what are the settings? Because you post big transfers, the payout daily in Hex per t-shirt, but also Hex share rate, and of course, if big sellings or big buyings are going on in Hex, so you must have some kind of filter. Yeah.
Only a filter for the swaps and the stakes. For the payout, it's daily. The X contracts and event.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same for share rate. There is an event sent by the X contract.
Mm-hmm. So once per day, yeah?
No. Share rate is can move many times.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe can not move for a few days. It depends on the end stake.
So you have an Ethereum full node that you run by yourself, and this includes all the information about Hex, because Hex is at the moment and will still be a ERC20 running on Ethereum. So you bot is kind of listening to the Ethereum node for updates about Hex, like share rate, amount.
Yep.
Then it registers this information, and then it automatically posts it via the Twitter API. Is this correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, cool, awesome. Thanks for the explanation.
But
So
big buyings is only the big one.
Go ahead, Pika, one more time, please.
I said it's real time.
Real
when
time,
I post
awesome.
Something, it just happened.
Right, awesome. That's perfect. Very good information source as well. Misha, you wanted to say something before? Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, Pika. Because not every Hex buying or selling is listed on your whalebot. Is there like a dollar amount or Hex amount that gets posted? Like only if it's more than 1 million Hex? Because we don't see all buyings, obviously, right?
No, it's $250K.
Okay.
Well, I adjust it. Depends on the number of tweets per day. I don't want to spam my followers,
Yeah, so it's kept, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future with a lot of new money coming in, it will be kept often.
That's why it's called whalebot and not shrimp bot. So Pika, maybe one question from my side. So you mentioned you got interested in Hex, you were active in the Telegram, you developed the bot. For me personally, I think the developers working for Hex or for the community projects are not like super public, which is absolutely okay. I was just wondering, of course, we, for example, know Kyle, the dev Kyle, who wrote the layman's guide. He seems like a very intelligent, very bright guy. I was wondering if you had contact with other Hex developers, and if you could share some. How was it to work with them? How big is their expertise in like Solidity and so on? I wanted to ask about the developer environment of Hex. Did you experience this?
So first, there is only one Hex developer.
Wow, only one.
His name is TBC Dave.
Okay, he's the like lead developer. Or...
Lead? What?
Yeah, like like the boss, you could say, the lead developer or CTO.
The lead developer. It's only one, I think.
All right.
One person, and Kai was testing the contract.
And did you had the chance to work with TBC, Dave?
Sure. To make my bot, I had to understand what the data, the events were sending.
Mm-hmm. And how was it? Because this is for me a little bit like mystery and secret. Obviously, the code is working open source, so absolutely everything is fine. But I'm just curious, how is it? Because Kyle mentioned in an interview that he's super smart and super intelligent. How was your experience?
You talk about TBC.
Yes, the lead developer.
Yeah. He's also very funny in the chat. That chat is always posting jokes. Sometimes it's hard to have a serious chat with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because for him it's so easy, yeah, that he jokes all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's maybe he's a character. Him and Kyle are very, let's say, the same character, I think.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, because I was really enthusiastic when I saw the interview of Kyle with Hexologist. And Kyle already, when you listen to Kyle, he's like super smart, worked for Netflix, but he was preaching the lead developer. So I could only imagine how expertise and intelligent this guy must be. So that it was so that Kyle was preaching him. So yeah, this was very curious, interesting for me to hear from you how it was to work with the lead developer.
Yeah, and the thing is, they try to optimize the size of the data. So you have to do some operation on the data to read the information.
Okay, are you referring to this Hex being gas efficient?
Yes, I think it's about that, yes.
And regarding the lead developer, is he still active? I mean, Hex is finished, right? So
Yeah.
is he still in the community working maybe on PulseChain or PulseX, or is he gone?
I think he was working on the update for PulseChain, the go.x.com. Maybe other thing that I don't know.
Okay, so he's still around, you could say.
Yeah, very active.
Cool. And would you say he's obviously Hex is doing great, 100% uptime. Would you say he's a very good lead developer for Hex and for the ongoing projects?
Yeah, I've just one thing I don't like is only supporting the MetaMask wallet. Don't know. I think it's to make the program easier, to make less bugs.
But what does that mean, Pika? Only for the MetaMask wallet?
I speak about the go.x.com. You can only connect to MetaMask.
Right. Yeah, right. What would be other options? Just for curiosity.
So there is Trust Wallet. There's many mobile wallet. But so for me, I use Ledger wallet since the beginning, and there was a lot of bugs with when you plug the Ledger with the MetaMask. You know, sometimes the transaction doesn't. Is not
I see.
So I did another project for X. It was a hard X. So it was a front end to use a Ledger wallet.
All right, you said Artex?
hard X, like a hardware wallet for X.
Hardhex.com or?
I think I didn't renew the domain name, so now it's only on the Apex.win /ledger. You can start stake and stake.
But it's fully functioning?
Yeah, I think it's working since for 2 years.
All right,
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't know that. Let me pull it up quickly. I think this is
Apex.win.
This
Apex.win,
is this one. Yeah, this is this one, right? You're referring to Apex.win Ledger?
Yeah.
Okay, and you could connect with your hardware wallet, with your Ledger hardware wallet.
Yeah. So you don't need to use MetaMask.
Nice.
Okay, I see.
Does something similar exist for Trezor?
No, I don't have a Trezor wallet. But,
So
few
Trezor
people ask me.
Trezor usually or has to use the MetaMask, right? Like as an interface, and
Yeah.
right. And Ledger, somebody who don't like MetaMask, you could say, could use your website.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I didn't know that. Awesome. Apex.win.
You don't know this? Okay.
No, I didn't know this. I'm a Trezor guy, so
Okay, so
yeah.
if you remove the ledger on the URL, you go on Apex.win, and you can also use Trust Wallet. Okay. And you can connect with the Wallet Connect.
All right. If you want to use the Trust Wallet.
Yeah, it's standard.
And sorry, go ahead, Pika.
Yeah, Wallet Connect, it shows you QR code, and you can scan it with your phone. So you have your wallet on your phone, and you can use Apex.win.
So I would scan this QR code with my Trust Wallet on my phone.
Yeah.
All right, to connect it. I see. Okay. So basically, somebody who wants to use Trust Wallet or Ledger can use has to go to Apex.win to connect.
Yep.
And is Apex.win the site itself with the charts also from you?
Yep.
Ah, nice, man. I love it.
Yeah.
You can connect the public address, right? And then also you see your pulse sacrifice points and all the stakes when they run out, when they are expiring. I think it's one of the best GUIs for checking your stuff.
Thank you.
Nice,
Awesome.
man.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. So yeah, we see, Pika, that you're very very famous for your successful Whalebot, but there's more behind it. There's this Ledger connection, this Trust Wallet connection, then the graphics. So yeah, there are multiple projects you are working on. And are you maintaining them actively, or is it some sort of like a done, like Whalebot is automatic, you said? Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to update it for the PulseChain.
Okay.
So basically, I have to do 2 bots. And also the charts, I have to update it to
Sorry, I
show
didn't. What was the second? Charts, you say?
Yeah,
the charts.
Charts, yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought about like shards, because this is also a very popular term in blockchain, right? from other blockchains. But charts, yeah, my apologies.
And Pika will be Pulse whale stuff also from the same Twitter account, or you will make a completely new dedicated Pulse whale Twitter account?
So XWhale, I will only post things about X from Ethereum and from PulseChain.
From one bot, yeah? From the one bot.
Yeah.
Okay. So P-Hex and E-Hex, yeah?
Yeah, I have one bot ready for the PulseChain, one Twitter account ready.
Right.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Currently, I have a bot working on the testnet. It's just posting about the validators when there is a registration, when there is slash, you know.
Right. Because we don't have like super interesting events in PulseChain, but probably you will do. I don't know. Maybe I misheard transfers. Yeah, like big transfers, big swaps.
This bot is about the PulseChain validators.
About the validators. Okay.
Who is currently in the top 36, and maybe what percentage do they give out to others? Some information like that, yeah?
Yeah, so currently it's only information about the slash. You know, when the validator doesn't mine a block, he's getting penalties.
Do you know if I delegate my PulseChain to, let's say, to your validator, Pika, yeah, and you get slashed, does my delegation get slashed, or is it only your part, basically?
So there is a first step after 50 slash, I think, when the validators get penalties, and then there is the felony. It's 150 slash, and that means the validator is removed from the list. So that means you don't receive how do you say,
the reward?
Reward, yes.
Okay, and when you just one more time, Pika, regarding slashing, yeah, let's explain this concept for layman's. So a validator produces blocks and gets a reward in PulseChain and other proof of stake chains, and the slashing is sort of a penalty when the validator does not do a good job. So he doesn't produce good blocks, or he lies about information. Then he gets penalized, and this is called slash.
Yes.
Okay. And how does the validator get penalized? So does he have to pay 100 PulseChain to the OA or to some address, or?
I don't know where it's sent. I just know you can pay penalties from what you earn already. You don't lose your principal.
I see. So the rewards gets slashed.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
All right. Interesting. Maybe one question from curiosity, Pika. There's a couple of the Richard Hart project and products are super, you could say, grassroots style, very community driven, no VC involved, right? I was wondering if PulseChain, do you think like professional staking providers like, I don't know, Block Demon or Figment, will run validator nodes on PulseChain. What is your take on that?
I have no idea.
Okay, fair enough.
We will find out. And Pika, maybe for the Pulse bot, you could also let him tweet about very big bridges that's been done. You know?
Good idea.
Then
What
we
you mean
see
by that,
slashless
Mish?
bridges? Yeah, like maybe I don't know. It's been transferred through PulseX. I don't know how it works, but like 1,000 Ethereum has been bridged over to Pulse. You know, something like when something big happens.
I see. Yeah, or Bitcoin or something, right? Wrap Bitcoin or
Yeah.
yeah, interesting. Yeah. There's a lot of potential for the PulseChain bot.
Because PHEX and EX will be both covered on the Hexwell bot, right? So you have that covered already there, and then on the Pulse bot, yeah, other things than Hex basically.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Speaking about about PulseChain, Pika, again, software is hard and there's no rush, right? We know it from Hex, 4 more weeks. But wanted to ask you, as a you could say expert in a circle, what is your best guess when we will see the launch of PulseChain?
I don't know.
Very professional, no comment.
No, I really don't know. Because it's almost 1 year already, and
Right.
for me it was should be more fast.
I see. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have any idea where could be the problems or the delayings? Why are they? Like, do you have an idea?
No, I think there is a sacrifice,
Right. This
and
is
then
the
there is the allocation for the sacrifice. They need to work on this. I think it will take a few weeks.
right. Yeah, and again, there's no rush, right? I mean, software is hard, blockchains is harder. So if it launch April, May, June, doesn't really matter in the long run.
Yeah, long run, but in the meantime, there is some people with small stakes. That's they pay a lot of money to end stake.
True.
Fair enough. I also saw a question in the chat here from Hexover. Can you, Pika? Can you please ask the bot how he sees Ethereum planning to switch from proof of work to proof of stake from a dev's point of view? When will this likely happen?
From my point of view, I think nothing will change. I think it will be compatible.
And when do you think Ethereum will switch to proof of stake?
No idea.
Okay. Are you following this a little bit, or you're not in the loop? The Ethereum development?
I try to follow. It's very hard, I think. The sharding, and I still don't understand what is this sharding.
I see. Fair enough. Coming back to your ongoing projects, Pika, just to make sure, so I understand that you are currently working. You have been actively working on Apex.win for the other wallets like Ledger connection and Trust Wallet connection, also the charts. you will have one Hex bot that will follow both chains, PulseChain and Ethereum, and you have a PulseChain bot ready. Is there anything? Are there maybe even more projects that you are currently working on besides that?
Yes, there is another bot.
Okay, interesting.
Is ready since long time, I think. It's a SpaceX bot.
SpaceX, you said.
SpaceX bot on Telegram.
All right, and what does it do? SpaceX, like the Elon Musk SpaceX, or?
Yeah, but for X.
Space. Okay.
SpaceX bot.
Okay, I see. So sorry for that. SpaceX. All right, perfect. And what does it do?
So it's like X-Win bot, but it's only for the wallet you choose. So it's a you pay the service. You pay for one wallet you want to monitor, and you will receive a notification when you have a stake completed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you don't forget about it.
Right.
Okay.
Also, you have every other notification, like swaps, stakes, and a nice functionality also is you can estimate the penalty for the end stake.
I see. So if I have one Hex wallet, I have 10 stakes, right? But I'm super busy in my life. I have no time to monitor. So I go to Space Hex bot on Telegram.
Yeah.
I pay a fee for the service, yeah?
Yes. So
Like
at the
a
beginning, the
subscription.
fee was 1,000 X. So now it's a lot of money, but before it was very few dollars.
Right.
So yesterday I updated. Now it's 50X for one address.
Mm-hmm.
And I use this bot to spy a lot of wallet, like the Genesis, the
Right.
God.
Interesting.
So you can watch your own stakes, your own wallets, but also those of others that might be interesting. Yeah. And if I pay for it, then I just also have to at the same time deliver the public address. So
Public
I will
address,
get the notifications of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. And the notification itself, Pika, is it only through? Sorry, I'm not super familiar with Telegram, but the notification, I get a Telegram message, yeah? Or how can I imagine this notification?
Yes, just message.
Just message, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that's a really interesting service, especially as you mentioned to monitor very efficiently other wallets like God Whale or the Genesis Whale or maybe the OA even, right? Like some whale accounts just to get fast information. That's a really nice
For
service.
example,
Actually.
there is a wallet to claim a lot of free X, from Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They claimed 47K Bitcoin, yes.
One address.
Yes, it's one entity with many Bitcoin address.
Mm-hmm.
So when I receive some notification, I usually send it to Richard.
Right.
He's always happy for the heads up.
I see. Wow, this is a big well. So 47,000 Bitcoin that free claimed the hex in the early days.
Yeah. And
Super.
I think a few days ago they started to sell, so I was worried, but it was not a lot.
I see. And Pika, I understand you pay the fee one time, and the monitor is then for a lifetime.
Lifetime, yes.
Lifetime, okay. And when I go to Telegram space hex bot and I click start, then the notification will be in this main channel, or do I get a private message from the account? How is it going?
Well, it's a private channel.
Private channel.
Every user gets their own message.
Awesome. That's really cool. Go ahead, Misha. Sorry, I have too much questions.
Sorry, I only had a stupid comment like you shouldn't pay for it and then block the account because you wouldn't receive the private messages anymore. Yeah, but super interesting. And I assume have to do a normal transfer of the 50 hex to a dedicated address.
Yes.
And my public address that I want to observe, I send it through Telegram to the bot, and he automatically then starts the process.
Yep.
Okay.
And Pika, maybe one more question in that regard. So you mentioned a couple of interesting addresses, like the BTC whale who free claimed 47,000 worth hex, 47,000 Bitcoin in hex and so on. I was wondering, and I think this may be interesting. Where could people find these interesting addresses, the public addresses, of course? Like, is there a site that has an overview of this? How could we identify these interesting addresses? Do you have some advice for us?
You have to follow every day what happened in the Hex.win bot.
I'm doing
Because
that for sure.
during the free claiming, there was no notification for the claiming.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
that's usually the way I save the address.
Right. So there was a notification like 100,000 Bitcoin just free claimed in one go, and you just copied it.
Many notification.
Okay. What I can imagine also, there are rich lists, right, available. Then you can also check the top 100 accounts and check some activity there.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So we have the Hexbot that will soon become bigger, monitoring both chains. Then we have the PulseChain bot where you're still working on ideas what to put inside. We have Apex.win with the connection for Trust Wallet and also for Ledger and the charts. And then we have the Space Hex bot that monitors single accounts for a little fee. Is there anything else, just to make sure?
So now I'm working with Ledger to make a PulseChain app.
Okay.
Running on Ledger, yeah.
You can make install PulseChain on the Ledger.
With own Ledger interface program?
Yeah. So it just just a fork of the Ethereum app.
Right, and maybe for some people who are not familiar with the ledger, so I know it from from Trezor, right? They have a program, a computer program, a computer app
Trezor
where
Suite,
you Trezor Suite, yeah, exactly. Is it kind of the same for Ledger? So you log in with the PIN, and then you have some interface with the amount and send, receive. Is it the same for Ledger?
For Ledger, they have software, yeah, you can install on your computer or mobile also.
Okay.
And you are
And would
working
it-
on the PulseChain access of this software,
Sorry?
just for Ledger. You are working on the Ledger interface software that you install so that there will be PulseChain access. You're working on
it's,
that, yeah?
It's just the app you install on the wallet, on the hardware wallet, so you can validate the transaction with the right Shine ID.
So if I log into Ledger, yeah, I see the graphical interface. I have a button where I can say import PulseChain then with your work, something like that, or
So now it's in the pipe. It's not ready, but you will find on the Ledger software. They have a list of applications for Bitcoin, Ledger, every crypto, and there you will see PulseChain logo.
Okay. I see. I
And
didn't
you have
know
to
about
install
this.
it to your wallet.
Okay. So is it again, like I have not used Ledger, but I understand this is some sort of like marketplace in Ledger where you can add apps to your program.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Great. And how is the talk with Ledger? I mean, they're quite big. Was it hard to reach out to them? Are they very responsive?
Yes, so they have a Discord chat. It's very easy to speak to them, and of course there is a lot of project that wants to add the blockchain.
Right.
So we'll see what happens next.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, we're coming slowly to an end, Pika. But again, a question from the chat: does the bot plan to become one of the PulseChain validators to delegate to?
Yes, I have already my validators running on testnet.
Awesome.
So for me, it's the big let's see. It will be fun to see when the mainnet launch.
Yeah.
To see the fight between the validators to be the first.
Right.
And do you know, will you be someone who give out a lot of reward or only a little bit? Do you have plans?
A lot, I think. But,
okay. And your goal is to be top validator or just be part of it for the PulseChain?
I hope I will be big. I don't think I can be the first, but maybe
high in the
the
ranking,
community
yeah.
can help. They can
Pika.
delegate to me.
Pika, I have a question regarding the validation process, because again, I think many of us are not familiar with the process. Regarding the validation, I understand there's a constant rotation between 33 validators. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the reward for being in the top 33, it does not matter if it's top one, if I'm in the first place or the 31st place. The reward would be the same.
No, it depends on the number of transactions in the blocks.
Right. But this this is the transaction fee, yeah? And the reward is
Yeah.
the inflation is the same.
Yeah. So
Okay.
in PulseChain, the fees will be very small,
Right.
So the reward will be very small also.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. But in order to get into the top 33, it's based on the amount of PulseChain coins that are delegated to this validator.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I'm on the spot 34, how can I become the number 33 if people already delegating to them, like it seems like difficult to be better than number 33 because he gets the rewards. If my question makes
so
sense.
you can buy more pulse. Maybe
Right.
it will be there will be a pump on the first day because the validators want to fight to be the first.
Right. So they buy more to make sure they are in the 33.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, some good game theory here.
Yeah, or you can decide to delegate your pulse to a very big one, but you will share the reward with a lot of other people and then get less. Could also happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Pika, I have the feeling your goal is becoming true. Yeah, a lot of projects. This is a full-time job. Yeah, for you.
Yeah, I don't work anymore for other people.
That's
I work
amazing.
for PulseChain for me.
That's
My
awesome.
only income is from Hex.
Awesome. Congratulations, and yeah, very, very good to have you on board full time. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Misha, anything from your side before we wrap up?
Maybe one last question towards the validation process. If I delegate to you, is it limited how much people or single wallets can delegate to one validator, or is it unlimited?
I don't think there is a limitation.
Because just in theory, there could be one validator where like all non-validators delegate to. I know it makes no sense, but it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blockchain is hard. No worries. I had one
Yeah,
more
thank you very
question.
much, Pika.
Maybe pick a last one from me for real now. How is the testnet going? I understand you have to be you participate as your validator. Everything good in the testnet? Good progress?
I don't know, but Apex.win is ready for PulseChain since October, so I'm waiting like everybody.
All right, I see. Fair enough. Pika, we spoke about your famous hex bot, about the PulseChain bot, about Apex.win, Space Hex bot, that you programming an app for the Ledger marketplace, and you will be a PulseChain validator. Did we forget anything that you would like to mention here in the live stream?
Yes, I think that's all.
Maybe you want to greet somebody?
To what?
To say hello to somebody here from the stream?
To the whale bot. Awesome. Great. I think we had you for a long time now. We don't want to use too much of your time, Pika. We understand you're super busy. So one more time, thank you from my side for taking the time and sharing your Hex story with us, Pika. thank you for what you're doing. Your service is very valuable. I use it also every day. And it's great that to hear about these other projects and products that you're offering.
Yes.
I didn't
Good luck with
know
your
about some of
future
them.
projects.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
guys, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pika. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
we stay in touch. And yeah, have a good evening. Thank you very much for coming by.
Thank you.
Bye, Pika.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah, guys, you heard him. Pika, the man behind Hex Whalebot. This was Hex Grassroots number 18. Hex Whalebot, somebody who's been in programming for more than 20 years. In early 2000, he studied imaging processing and neural networks. He then went on to work on several projects in electronics and mobile, Android, trading bots, social bots. He discovered crypto in 2017, went into ETH first, discovered a very harsh bull market in 2018, 2019. That's also on YouTube when he discovered Richard Hart, started to follow him throughout the whole bull market. In
Bear
2019, bear market, sorry, I keep confusing them. In 2019, he joined a French crypto team that worked on a Monero fork in C++. He was there finding bugs. He found a bug that somebody could steal the seed phrase from validators. He's responsible for a lot of bots in the Hex community. First, he started the Telegram Hex bot that was released pre-Hex launch, and also together with that, the Twitter Hex bot that we all love. But he's also working on other things. There is a front end for the Ledger wallet called Hex that you can find on Apex.com. So if you have a Ledger wallet, you don't need to go through MetaMask, but use this front end. Also Apex.win, a very nice site itself with a lot of charts. I use it myself. I didn't know it's from Hex but I think it's personally has the best GUI for looking at charts, how many pulls an address get. You just paste there your public address and you get all the charts, expiring, stakes, T-share rate, all that is important. Besides the Hex bot, there will be a Pulse bot. It's not quite sure yet what will be posted there because both eHex and pHex will be covered by the Whale Hex bot. And there's also a Space Hex bot on Telegram. It costs you 50 hex. You pay it, you send a public address, and you will get notifications about big stakes, expiring transfers, swaps, etc. So you could watch your own or get notifications about your own wallet address or many others like whale addresses if you're interested in that. And in the pipe, lastly, there's also a Ledger software access. So through the Ledger software, you install an app and you will be able to use and connect to PulseChain. Yeah, very interesting guest. Unbelievable on all the topics he's on it. And yeah, guys, this was number 18, Hex Grassroots. See you next time. Good evening. Thanks for listening.